Hey guys, this is a hard video to make. It's taken me a few days to gather myself to be able to talk about Teresa's passing. Um, I think most of you might already know because I posted in the community page. But in case you aren't aware, Teresa did pass away last Sunday, March 3rd at 10:15 p.m. And her passing was peaceful, and I was with her until the very last moment. I laid next to her during her last breaths, and I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna talk about that moment in a little bit more detail in a few minutes. But first, I want to tell you about the days that led up to that. Um, this is my first time being next to someone, to being with someone that I love that passed away. And there could be many of you that haven't experienced that. And I've been very open about this entire journey. And I feel like that is an important part to share with you all. So I want to tell you about it. Um, I'm not going to recap what led to her going into hospice. That's what that was in the video prior to this one. If you didn't see that, I will link it. Um, but for the first 3 days that Teresa was in hospice, she was very agitated, very hallucinant. She was having hallucinations. She was really inconsolable, lashing out. It's really hard to see. She was combative with staff. Um, they couldn't give her an IV. They couldn't. She wouldn't take anything by mouth. She refused her medications orally. Um, and sadly, she had to be uh, restrained to even get a shot of phenobarbital, and she didn't tolerate that very well at all. Um, she so they tried for days to give her an opportunity to eat and drink on her own, but she would not. And the doctors described it as a state of terminal agitation, which occurs in some folks, not everyone, but some folks it occurs in the late stages of this disease, and they shut down. They don't eat or drink, refuse meds, and she was we had to give her medicine via a rectal tube, and that was um, so they didn't have to stick her with needles anymore, and so that she wouldn't pull out her IVs. So she was getting her medicine to calm her down um, via that tube. She was getting phenobarbital and Haldol, and as the days went on, she ended up getting Valium and morphine because as we approached Saturday, the day before she died, she developed a rattle in her lungs, and her breathing became labored, and she had been without food or water for all this time. She didn't eat or drink for 8 days. Um, and Saturday, she had a lot of visitors throughout the week that she was there. People flew in from out of town to see her, family, friends, coworkers. A lot of love, a lot of love. Very hard time. I was very emotional. Um, Cher was there every day. mom, my brother, other family members, and best friends that I hadn't seen in a long time, because I gave, I spent all my time with Teresa in the last 5.5 years. So it was good to see them and have their support. Um, the doctors were telling me each day that she had hours or days left to live, and that was really hard, because I didn't want her to suffer anymore, and to watch her breathing be, be labored, that was hard to watch. Um, and they gave her morphine to help alleviate the struggle. I thought that she was going to pass Saturday, the second. I spent the night with her. I laid in the bed with her. I didn't sleep at all that night. I just held on to her, held her hand, and kept steady watch over her, listening to that rattle all night. But she made it through Saturday, and everybody was surprised, the staff, and she made it all the way through Sunday as well. And she had a lot more visitors on Sunday. Cher stayed with me until about 10 o'clock Sunday night. And Cher said to me, Teresa is waiting for me to leave so she can pass alone with you. And Cher left. And probably 10 minutes later, as I was laying with Teresa, her breathing became more shallow and slowing down considerably, to where she was taking a breath every 5 seconds, and then the next breath was like 10 seconds, and her next breath was 20 seconds. And I was holding her, and I was stroking her hair, telling her that I loved her, telling her that it was okay to go, telling her that I would be okay, and that I would take care of her babies, her Bean and Mia, her kitties. And I hit the nurse call button because I thought she had passed. But about 30 seconds later, she took one more breath, just one more shallow breath, and she was gone. And the nurses came in the room after that, and they checked her, and they told me that she was gone. She was finally at peace. And I'm grateful for that. I'm gonna try not to cry. I laid with her for a while, holding her, talking to her, kissing her. Telling her I would love her forever, cherish her. After a while, I called Cher and told her she was still trying to make her way home. And she just knew it. She knew that Teresa was going to pass after she left. And I called some of her family and advised them. Called my family, my mom. I stayed with her some more. I hugged on her, kissed her hundreds of times. And I said my goodbyes, and I went home. It's going to be a big void now that I'm not caring for her every day. But I'm keeping busy. I'm really been exercising a lot. every day. Like just getting a lot of cardiovascular exercise help just flush out the endorphins. Um, my mom has been having me over and making dinners with me. My friends have been trying to keep me busy, and um, I I went to her memory care facility that she was at last year, and if you guys remember, she was there for a few months before I took her back home. But I went and I donated her reborn baby doll and stroller, and all of her pajamas and comfy type clothes and stuffed animals and fidget blanket and things that I thought other folks there would need. And I met with the staff there, and they all loved Teresa because Teresa was 55 years old when she passed from this disease, and a lot of the nurses there loved her, and they were the same age as Teresa. So um, there are always going to be special folks to me that took care of her while she was there, and I plan on volunteering there and participate in the walk to end Alzheimer's through their. There's one every year in Florida, here in Pinellas County, and it's in October this year. So I will be participating in that. For any of those of you that are in Florida and or in the Pinellas County area and want to attend, I'll be there. And as we get closer on, I'll probably let you guys know, more about that. Teresa's wishes were to be cremated and her ashes spread in the Gulf of Mexico, so that I could visit her often because of my love for the water and boating and fishing. And we had a special beach and special spots that we liked, and that's probably where I spread her ashes. Um, I don't have any immediate plan for services yet, but there will be a celebration of life for her. And I may record that, or at least part of it, and share it with you all. Um, and I want to let you guys know that the journey is not over yet. I'm going to continue advocating for this disease. I will keep making videos because I'm sure there's more to share. The aftermath, and I want to share, like I have, everything with you guys. And I have never known what type of video I'm going to make. It's just I make videos as the journey progresses, as I feel compelled to talk about something or share something that I think is important for me. It's cathartic for me. I hope it's helpful for you all, and I just want to be open about everything. And so I'm gonna keep the channel up forever. You know, I don't know how often I'll post or what it'll be about, but I'm gonna be around, guys. There's some folks that have been asking me about, can we send flowers or what can we do? I can't get flowers at the post office, guys, but I do appreciate that sentiment. If you would like, in lieu of that, you could donate to, an organization such as like the Alzheimer's organization or any type of charitable organization that you would like to in Teresa's honor, or maybe even she loved animals and owls and elephants, and I'm sure she would. It's whatever you guys want to do, or you don't have to do anything at all. Just you can leave a comment. I'm just people have been asking me, so thought I would share that. Cher, Teresa's best friend, has made a video from you know talking about the journey of this disease as she experienced it as Teresa's best friend, and um, how cruel this disease was, and her love for Teresa. So if you guys wanna check her video out, she has posted a video last night. Her channel name is Cher Baden. Last name is Vaden. I will post a link to her channel, her video, in the description of this one. But I'm sure she'd appreciate if you guys. She's got a real love for Teresa, guys, and she needs support. So if you guys go over there and show her some love, she's been such a blessing to Teresa and to me, and a huge part of this journey. So really appreciate her, and really appreciate all you guys out there. The love and support, you guys, just immeasurable. I haven't, I haven't been able to read all the comments, guys, but I always do read them all. It's just, it's a lot right now, and I want you to know that if I haven't read yours yet, I'm going to read every single one. I promise. No matter how long it takes. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Thank you for being on this journey with me. And appreciate you guys watching. And I'm going to see you guys in the next video, okay? Love you guys. Thank you so much. Take care.